All hail the Clicks crew! Alright guys, today we're taking a look at even more Fantastic Four Heroclix previews. These ones come from a few different places. They come from our friends over at Lucky Dice Cafe. Then there's also some from Eternal Games and some from even WizKids themselves. So we're covering them all today in one video. I think that's better for you guys to kind of catch them all at one time. So some of these are from last week. A bunch of them are from the day of this recording. So hopefully you haven't seen too many of them yet. But this set looks really cool. Make sure to keep checking back here as we cover all these previews. They come about and stuff like that. The set officially drops on July 22nd, 2020. So keep a lookout for that. Place your pre-orders at your local game store, local comic book store, things like that. If you need to shop online, WizKids does also have their own online shop now where you can place pre-orders for stuff like that. It's shop.wizkids.com. Please feel free to visit there. And if you're still looking for a place, this is a good time to let you know that Mr. Clicksflix is sponsored by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama, home of the ROC. No matter if you're in the United States or around the world, Lucky Dice Cafe has the winning role for our gaming needs. You can visit them at LuckyDiceCafe.com or on their Facebook page using the link found in the description of this video. Mr. Clicksflix is also sponsored by TrollandToad.com, one of the largest online gaming retailers. Visit TrollandToad.com and use the promo code Mr. Clicksflix for 5% off your Heroclix order today. Now, I don't know that TrollandToad.com is doing pre-orders for that, as I mentioned it, but make sure to check back there because, like, the day the set drops, they'll do singles and stuff like that. Promo code will be good for all that stuff, so you can save a little bit of money for stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and just dive right into these previews. They're so good. Alright, so up first we have number 52 in the set, Dragon Man. He looks to be a super rare. He's got the Circus of Crime, Enforcers, Frightful Four, Negative Zone, Monster, Mystical, and Robot keywords. And this sculpt looks pretty cool. I'm trying to think of the last time we got a Dragon Man. Might have been the first Avengers set, the 2005 one, so or the 5-year anniversary one. So it's been a while since we've gotten a Dragon Man. So he's got a trait, a special on his attack, and a special on his defense. His trait is Frightful 4 property damage. Friendly characters with the Frightful 4 keyword have free if this character is adjacent to printed square of blocking terrain, generate a light object. So that's pretty cool. There it is for everybody with this. Yeah, friendly characters with the Frightful 4 keyword. So he's friendly to himself and then also other characters with Frightful 4, which is pretty cool. I'm having a real hard time saying Frightful 4 and not Fantastic 4. But that's pretty cool. Free object generation is really cool, and there's plenty of ways that you could really make that work for a team. And then special on his attack is Mystical Breath and more. Energy Explosion, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Super Strength. All those are good. Penetrating damage is good. Energy Explosion's good. The Super Strength's good to, possibly knock characters back or hit with heavy object. Options are good. And then the special on his defense is Recharge the Batteries, Invulnerability, free. Heal Dragon Man equal to the number of adjacent squares of printed blocking terrain, then destroy that terrain. That's pretty good. There's a lot of maps out there that have a lot of printed blocking terrain that he could for sure get a lot of use out of. You'd be able to heal him up as many clicks as you needed to with that. He's got two different point lines, 120 points and 75 points. At the 120 points, he is a 6 range single target, 10 movement with the flight ability and running shot, 11 attack with that special, 18 defense, invincibility, and indomitability, 4 damage with the giant size symbol. So it's important to notice too for these images, these aren't necessarily the final images perhaps. So he could be bigger than this in the booster and stuff like that. So don't get too upset if you think the scaling's wrong or something like that. And then at 75 points, he has a 10 movement with charge, 11 attack with quake, 18 defense, impervious, and indomitability. He still has the flight ability, by the way, and then 4 damage with exploit weakness and giant size. I like both. It depends on what you have on your team. If you need a running shot or range guy, 120. If you have that already covered and you could just really use somebody that's going to be good for up close, 75 points is definitely the way to go. You've got those free heal clicks at the end. They aren't stock clicks, so that's important to note. So you could hypothetically blow right by them, but yeah, no, that looks solid. And then you at the end, you know, 2 out of your last 4 clicks, you have that energy explosion, pen psi, and super strength power again with sidestep. So this guy's good. I like him a lot. I like the options of, do I want to make him ranged or do I want to make him a close guy? And the sculpt looks pretty cool. You can see that they tried to do some texturing with like kind of like a scale. So I'll be real interested to see how that looks in hand. It could look really good. The next one is Agent Venom, number 55 in the set. He's also super rare. Has improved movement, ignores elevated and hindering terrain. Has 3 traits and a special on his damage. His keywords are Codex, Fantastic Four, Shield, Spider-Man Family, Thunderbolts, Monster, and Soldier. His first trait is Circle of 4. If Agent Venom hasn't been moved or placed this turn, modify attack and damage +1. Attack and damage +1's good. Then his other trait is Call in help from me. Call in help from me. Which is once per turn when another friendly character that shares a keyword with Agent Venom hits. After resolutions, you may roll a d6, 3 through 6. Place Agent Venom adjacent to the hit opposing character. So that's good. So you've got a 66% chance of hitting that. Once per turn when another friendly character that shares a keyword. So you don't have to have line of fire or anything. So that would be something good to kind of have as like a tag along for an alpha strike, I could potentially see. And then his third trait is symbiote, plasticity, shape change. I always like when they do that as a trait for anything that's kind of symbiote related. I think those are good powers that he should pretty much always have. So that's cool. And then the last special on his damage is the Venomist. Adjacent friendly characters can use shape change. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, handing out shape change to friendlies is good. He does have the team ability team player wild card uncopyable. That's that question mark symbol. So we've seen this on some other previews, and I really like that they're doing this. I hope they continue doing it in all future sets where they have the team abilities listed on the card so that you don't have to guess or take somebody's word for it or something like that. So good job, WizKids, on that. That's a good design choice. He has 2 different point lines, 75 points and 50 points. At 75 points, he has a 6 range single target, 10 movement with running shot, 11 attack with energy explosion, 18 defense with invulnerability and indomitability, 3 damage with that special. Then at 50 points, he has 9 movement with sidestep, 10 attack, blades, claws, fangs, 17 defense with super senses, 3 damage with perplex. Both are good. I could justify either one. Kind of like with the last figure we just looked at. It just depends. Do I need a range guy? Do I need a close combat guy? I could see, if you could get somebody to alpha strike across the board, hit somebody, and then just kind of place him adjacent so that he could do, blades, claws, fangs attack would be really cool to do. I could see a lot of things like that. He's got good keywords. Monster and Soldier are good. Fantastic Four will probably be good. Shield's definitely good. So yeah, this is a good figure. Next up is a generic, I guess. It's going to be number 40 in the set, so I think that's a rare. That kind of looks like a silver background. It's Skrull General. He's got 2 keywords, Skrulls and Soldier. He's got improved movement, ignores hindering. So this is our first look at what a Skrull that's not the Super Skrull is going to look like. So he's got a trait and a special on his damage. His trait is Invasion Plans from the Skrull Empire. When a friendly character uses shape change and succeeds, the attacker can't choose a new target with the Skrull keyword. So it's not team ability or anything. It's just Skrull keyword. That's pretty good. Shape change is that would be a good thing for that. That's definitely a cool keyword there. That kind of works with all the keywords. So if you're running a Skrull theme team and they go to attack the first character and you make your shape change roll, boom, it's just nope. Then the special on the damage is deploying infiltration pods to key locations. Leadership. Friendly characters with the Skrulls keyword have, I believe that's Underworld team ability, which is pretty cool there. So leadership, and then he hands out Underworld, which has to do with carrying. So that's cool. 30 points has the Skrull team ability. The Skrull team ability is listed on the card here, which is cool. And it states, team ability Skrull, shape change, but only succeeds on a 6. If this character can already use shape change, instead increase the result of its roll for shape change by +1. So if you can already use shape change, you succeed on a 5 or 6 normally. This would make it so that you succeed on a 4, 5, or 6, which is really cool there. I like how they make it so that you're not really double dipping on the same kind of mechanic, but you do get a bonus for already possessing that power, which is cool. Next up, we have Sandman, number 44 in the set. He is a rare. He has the Frightful 4 and Sinister Syndicate keywords, and he has improved movement, ignores hindering. So he has a trait and a special on his attack. His trait is Frightful 4 Dune Sandstorm. Unique modifier, opposing characters modify damage -1 when making a close attack that targets a friendly character with the Frightful 4 keyword. So that's pretty cool. If we remember from Dragon Man, you got a light object if you're adjacent to blocking terrain. So you get your light object. Opposing characters modify damage -1 when making close attacks against characters. So you see how these are going to stack, which is kind of cool. Then the special on the attack is Sand Blast, Quake Smoke Cloud. When Sandman uses Smoke Cloud after resolutions, he can use Quake at no cost, but may only target any opposing characters occupying or adjacent to his hindering markers, regardless of adjacency. That's really cool there. So basically, he can use Smoke Cloud, put it out there, and then Quake from the Smoke Cloud, which that would make it so you can kind of quake around corners and stuff. That's really awesome. I like that. That's a cool. I like things that encourage creative play, and that's definitely going to encourage creative play. He has the Minions of Doom team ability, which is again listed on the card. And what that does now is Minions of Doom, when this character KOs a standard opposing character after resolutions, heal 1 click on a friendly character using this team ability. So it doesn't have to be this specific character. If Sandman knocks somebody out and you're using a different character with the Minions of Doom team ability, they can heal 1 if Sandman knocked it out. Same thing, if they knocked it out, Sandman could heal, or if Sandman knocked somebody out, Sandman could heal. It's cool that I like that they left that up to you. He's 75 points, has a 4 range single target, 10 movement with charge, 11 attack with that special, 17 defense with impervious, and 3 damage with shape change. So you get 2 different rollouts, plus your opponents are modifying attack and modifying damage -1 when making a close attack. So you've got a good chance at using all your reducers. I like this guy a lot. I think he encourages creative play. He's just good. He's a cool Sandman. The last couple Sandman they've done have been pretty good. So here we are. This is Dr. Doom, number 21 in the set. Yeah, as you can see, he's a unique, but he's also an uncommon. He's got the Cabal, Latveria, Armor, Mystical, Politician, Ruler, and Scientist keywords, and he has 2 traits. His first trait is +5 points, so you'd add 5 points to whatever starting line you pick to use it. And it's, why do all your robots look like you again? When placing characters during game setup, place Dr. Doom on this card and generate 2 Fantastic Four number 005 Doombots in your starting area. This game, when a friendly character, Fantastic Four number 005 Doombot, is KO'd, you may immediately place Dr. Doom from this card into that square, and must do so if no other friendly characters, if no other friendly Doombots is on the map. When Dr. Doom is on this card, Doombots can use leadership. So that's really cool there. So for 5 points, you get to bring out 2 of the Doombots. And then whenever one's KO'd, or if they're both KO'd, you take them from the card, put them in that square. So that's pretty awesome. That's gives them for 5 points some form or fashion of extra life. Plus it gives the Doombots leadership, which is cool. His other trait is, my robots often confuse my foes. Leadership Mastermind. When Dr. Doom uses leadership and succeeds instead of the normal effect, you may generate a Doombot. So that's cool there, that you're generating Doombots. He has the Minions of Doom team ability, again, which we already covered, but again, it's cool that it's on the card. 2 different point lines, 45 points and 95 points. 95 points starts off with a 6 range dual target, 9 movement with running shot, 12 attack with pulse wave, 18 defense with toughness and indomitability, 3 damage with outwit. That's a pretty good starting line for a Dr. Doom. Then at 45 points, he has an 8 movement with running shot, 11 attack with energy explosion, 17 defense, toughness, 3 damage enhancement. Oh man, that's a good team player dial too. I like both of these. It depends on what you're trying to do. 95 points isn't so many where he must be your main dude. He could still be a secondary attacker even with the extra 5 to make him an even 100. But that 45 points, man, you could do a lot with that. That's for sure cool. And don't forget, he has traded leadership, so you get that +1 action total. Next up, we have Hydro Man, number 43 in the set. He's a rare. He has improved movement, ignores hindering terrain, Frightful 4, Masters of Evil, and Sinister Syndicate keywords. He has a trait and a special on his movement. His trait is Frightful 4, Opposing Tide. Unique modifier, opposing characters modify damage -1 when making ranged attacks that target 1+ friendly characters with the Frightful 4 keyword. So that's pretty cool there. -1 damage when making ranged attacks is cool. Then there's this special on his attack, which is Drown on Dry Land. Poison Smoke Cloud. When Hydro Man uses Smoke Cloud, he generates water markers instead, and after resolutions can use poison at no cost and considers opposing characters occupying his water markers adjacent for poison. That's really cool there. So that lets you do a lot of tricky things with your poison and your Smoke Cloud and stuff like that. I like that a lot. Again, this is another figure similar to Sandman, where it encourages creative play. 75 points, has a 4 range single target, 10 movement with charge and the dolphin symbol, 11 attack with that special, 17 defense, impervious, and indomitability, 3 damage with shape change. This guy's just all around good. I have nothing bad to say about him. That's a cool special, and the -1 to damage for making ranged attacks is good. Next up, we have Wizard, number 45 in the set. He is a rare also. He has the Frightful 4, Intelliga, and Scientist keywords. He has 2 traits and a special on his damage. His first trait is Form the New Frightful 4. At the beginning of the game, you may replace up to 4 friendly characters with the same number of characters from your sideline on their starting clicks. All replacement and replaced characters must have the Frightful 4 keyword in different names. The total points of the replacement characters can't exceed the total points of the replacement characters. So it doesn't have to be a 1-for-1, is what that's saying is, right, hold on, let me reread that. All replacement and replaced characters must have the Frightful 4 keyword. The total points of the replaced characters, yeah. So let's say you replace 400 points worth of characters, and each character was 100 points. You could replace it with, I don't know, like a 200-point character, 100-point character, and 250-point characters. So that's cool that you're going to be able to do that stuff. That's awesome. Then his other trait is Frightful 4, you meddling fools are no match for my intelligence. Friendly characters with the Frightful 4 keyword within range and line of fire have protected outwit. Protected outwit's good. So they have to be within range and line of fire, but other than that, protected outwit, that's just solid. Then the special on his damage is Intelligent to Spare, Leadership, Outwit, Perplex. When he uses Leadership, on a result of a 4, choose Outwit or Perplex. This turn, Wizard can use the chosen power twice. Ooh, that's good. So 4, 5, or 6, something good happens for your team, which is good there. 75 points, Minions of Doom team ability, and again, it's printed on the card. It's just printed on the back of the card. So that's good there. 75 points, 7 range, single target, so pretty long range from what we've seen so far. 11 movement with running shot and the flight ability, 11 attack with precision strike, 18 defense, toughness, 3 damage with that special. This guy's just all around good. Handing out, if all he did was get protected outwit, that'd still be something to consider, but then on top of that, he has leadership, outwit, and perplex, and then if he gets a 4, he gets a second outwit or perplex. That's just good. And then on top of all that, if all that wasn't good enough, you get to replace characters, which is just phenomenal. And last but certainly not least, we have the Doombot here, which we referred to with Dr. Doom. So what's it look like here? Number 005 in the set. It is a common, so that hopefully will be good. Has the Latveria armor and robot keywords, and it has a special on its damage. The special is the Real Doom, or for all characters with this power, when a friendly character with the Latveria and ruler keyword would be targeted by an opponent's attack or use of outwit or perplex, you may roll a d6 4 through 6. That opponent chooses an untargeted Doombot to become the target instead. The new target must be legal, and you can't choose a power for outwit until after the new target is chosen. So that's really cool there. You can basically get Doom out of jail for free on that one. 15 points, Minions of Doom team ability again, which is good. For 15 points, it looks pretty good to me. 5 range, single target, 8 movement with charge and a flight ability, 10 attack with energy explosion, 17 defense, toughness, 3 damage with that special. I mean, that is a really solid bystander minion type guy. You get your 2 clicks with it. He's got toughness, so you're not poisoning through it unless you've got a penetrating poison or something like that. 3 damage means he cracks most of the reducers if they don't get their rollouts. Energy explosion is nice. Flight ability, so he can act as a taxi. Robot and armor just got a serious upgrade in my opinion. Definitely a good figure. Can't wait. I'm going to need at least 10 of these guys. Alright guys, so that is all the previews today. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comments below. I always enjoy reading that stuff. Like I said, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you can see all the Fantastic Four previews as they become available. I'll be covering them here on the channel just as best as I can. That's all I have for you guys today. As always, please remember that it's uncritical miss if you don't have probability control.